So, question 8 is related to recent judgment of Supreme Court. So again, you can start introduction, and in introduction you can write the recent judgment, the context you can start. Then you can write about election commission, the basics of election commission a bit. Then you should write about appointment, how appointment is done of election commission. And then let's talk about need for selection committee. So it has become a trend. This is how we should talk that now, since we give emphasis on governance, accountability, transparency. So in such context, let's say it has become a practice, a global practice you'll find. Even if you take US, UK, Australia, so there can be several countries where you'll find greater transparency and selection committee that practice is done. Let's say even in UK there is, let's say CAG of appointment is approved by House of Commons. This. So in India also, let's say we have some of the institutions, statutory body, let's say NHRC, CVC, CBI, Lokpal, which we have selection committee. Basically, the framers of the constitution, you should know that the framers of the constitution that time, they did not envision in that way. They are the or statutory body, constitutional body. It is interesting to know that we don't have, let's say, constitutional body. For that constitutional body, we don't have selection committee. This, and yes, we had, let's say, NJSE. So for NJSE, there was a selection committee. So selection committee had a bit of this you should have written. Now it has become a practice. It ensures, how it ensures? So we have a selection committee. It results into, let's say, transparency. Then it, let's say, bring quality of member. Quality of member that it will be. So then when transparency is there, quality of member is there. So this selection committee has potential to improve greater, let's say, that competency, integrity, and this way, let's say that it will promote independence. Any such institution like Election Commission of India. So that way we should try to write. It has become a necessity to have, although it may not necessarily guarantee. It may not necessarily guarantee independent. There can be, let's say, exception also. So exception, you can say that how CBI officers fought among themselves. Let's see, it may not necessarily be a guarantee. Even you can say NHRC. So NHRC is not considered as a very independent, toothless tiger, let's say that it was told. Toothless tiger state. So in a way we can consider that it may not guarantee, but it is a practice that we need to have today, greater transparency and greater independence of such institutions. And recent times, Election Commission of India has also, once Election Commission during TN session time used to be having it such a huge name and high stature, but now it has suffered because of recent times, especially one, let's say recently it happens that a civil servant retires today and tomorrow the civil servant is appointed as election commissioner. So that raises the question how overnight there can be appointment. The recent case in which the Supreme Court has given judgment. So that is how you should have highlighted and you should write on this, that this is how it says protection of independence and accountability. That should be the analysis when you are writing this question.